Listen, a lot of people have asked me that for a long time. Why don't you start a podcast? Why don't you do a podcast? And here's the thing, look, I love sharing my knowledge about the fight game, my opinions about the fight game, and I love hearing your all's opinions and going back and forth with it. I think that's a lot of fun. I'm not planning on reaching out to people and see if they want to be on my show and try to get timing right and all of that. Look, I think in my job, I'm an excellent salesman, right? Like, because I find ways to connect with people, and I do that. Martial arts, for whatever reason, and I think because the ego is very, very in the surface there, it's been more difficult for me to do that. I walk into work and, I'm the man. Like, I'm the guy who connects all the people to the boss, and I'm the guy who makes things flow. And then I get to martial arts class and I feel like, yesterday it was funny, like the teacher who was a brown belt didn't show up, and like the students were trying to like promote people above me so that they could take over the class instead of me doing the warm up. And I don't know what to say about that. It's very interesting to me. I've taught martial arts since I was very young, right? Mid-20s when I got my black belt in karate. And you would think people would defer to me or whatnot, but that's just not the way it is. And I don't pretend to fully understand that, or maybe I don't even want to fully understand that, if you will. But the reality is a podcast is very similar, right? Like, you're the guy up there, you're the guy conducting and whatnot. And I don't have the time or patience for that. I can't be ready to go on at 5 o'clock and then, whatever his name is calls me and says he can't do it this today, but he can do it tomorrow. I just don't. I do that stuff at work, right? Like when you need to for this is my love, and with my love, I'm going to share my opinion. I will willingly and lovingly accept all your guys' opinions. And we talk about it here. So I think this is as far as it's going to go. Unless the UFC wants to call me to be an announcer, I would love that. Hey, UFC, you need an announcer? Hey, heck, even PFL, you need an announcer? You need an analyst? I will say that I think that the girl, Laura Senko, I think is her name, does a great job of the fighting analysis. And I think, quite frankly, she does it better than any of the guys, right? Like Daniel Cormier, if he's talking about wrestling, he knows his stuff, right? And he does really well talking about it. I don't think he does as well talking about maybe kickboxing or other aspects of MMA, boxing included. And Laura, actually, she dissects MMA, and she's obviously taking it from a very intellectual standpoint. And I'm the first to admit, I don't necessarily always have that ability. More my stuff is the internal stuff of watching what's happening, why it's happening, and things like that. And that's what makes this show, listeners. So no podcast, but I'll do it right here. Everybody like and follow from One the Fight Game.